You can lose a lot of money chasing women, but you'll never lose a woman chasing money. Yo, what's up everyone? It's Theo here, and we're back at it again with another video, and today's call is going to be about your priorities. It's time to get your priorities straight, fellas, ladies. Guys, chasing instant gratification isn't going to do anything for you but kill you in the long run. But if you allow yourself to delay the gratification, you're going to live a long time. Understand this: sex, entertainment, junk food, these are going to do nothing but destroy you in the long run, especially if it's excessive, right? Now, I'm not saying these things are inherently bad. These things are not inherently evil. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this: if you make these things your top priority, you're going to fail in life. Understand this: when you earn money, you're going to be able to supply not only for yourself, but for other people. But if you're chasing sex, you're gonna make a bunch of babies, and guess what? Those babies are going to cost you money. So we have to understand that we have to seek things that enable us to do things we were unable to do before. That's what the Bible's talking about when it says seek opportunity, because we live in an evil world, right? And all that you're getting, get understanding. Lean not on your own understanding. So if you lack understanding, don't be afraid to pray to God for wisdom, because He will give to you liberally, right? And understand that, businesses are better than charity. They're way more important than charity, because you need a business to have a charity. No, excuse me. Charities need businesses, but businesses does not need charity. And let me explain. Charities are asking for a handout without any expectation. They're asking for a handout without creating anything of value in return. They're asking for help. But with a business, they're going to ask you for something, but they're going to create something of value first in exchange for what you're offering. So with that being said, we have to understand, to get what you want, you have to give people what they want. And not ask for things. Because look, this is the thing. There is no such reality as something for nothing. And when it comes down to it, guys, when you put your priorities straight and you create something of value and you help enough people get what they want, you can have anything you want. But you've got to prioritize your business. You've got to prioritize wealth creation. You've got to prioritize offer creation. Make more offers. If I could show you how to turn your annual income to a monthly income, would you want to know more about that? If I could show you how to make $1 billion, would you mind paying me 10%? This is the essence of offer creation. And understand, when the value exceeds the price, people buy. And people do not buy logic. People don't buy products. People buy emotions. People buy stories. And they justify with logic. So we have to understand that whether you like it or not, you're being ruled by your emotions, but we are designed to filter our emotions and act in a certain way. With that being said, this is why prioritization is so important. Write a list of all the things you have to do tomorrow, right? 6 things you have to do tomorrow. Number them by the degree of importance they have to be done. Prioritize them. And then work on one thing at a time. And this will boost your productivity by 10. You got to become ruthless when it comes to results, though. You've got to be ruthless in regards to results. You have to eliminate distractions. And you got to get to work. You've got to get to work. You can't waste time. Look, our biggest problem is we think we have time. You and I and everyone we know is going to die one day. And you don't got a choice. You don't get to pick and choose what happens. No. You don't. It is what it is, and that's the reality of the situation. So how you choose to spend your time means everything, right? And we create our meaning. We create our purpose. Now, with that being said, you can look for communities that help you develop purpose, develop a sense of self-image, to help reinforce your self-image. Because this is the thing: if you don't get your priorities straight, you're gonna live someone else's life. And I refuse to live someone else's life. I'm not here to live the life my mom wants me to live. I'm not here to live the life my dad wants me to live. I'm not here to live the life that the world wants me to live. I'm not here to live a life that my girl wants me to live. I'm here to live how I want to live. But the thing is, I got to know who me is first. Tebet no si. Know thyself. You got to know who you are. And if you don't know who you are, how do you expect to lead other people? You are God masquerading as a human being. You are a multidimensional being having a human experience. You're a spirit having a material experience, a biological experience. And we have to understand that it all takes time to understand. The universe doesn't owe you understanding. It is for you to exercise your own discernment. You have to exercise your own critical thinking. You have to exercise your own way of living and realize that it's all on you. It's all on you. You are responsible for your life because you are the one who has authority over your life. Unless you're a child, then your parents are responsible. But even then, you're still responsible to a degree because you are the one who acts, right? You are the one that did it. Like I said in the beginning of the video, you can lose a lot of women chasing money. Excuse me. You can lose a lot of money chasing women, but you will never lose a woman chasing money. And this is so important to understand, guys. It's about getting your priorities straight. You see, I had a disagreement with my mother about food stamps and ways to make money outside of work and stuff like that. But I always try to remind you guys that the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing is because it's going to help put us in a better position in the future. And if you guys aren't going to do it, someone has to, right? Even if that means making a sacrifice, right? The law of sacrifice says you got to sacrifice something of a higher nature, or you have to sacrifice something of a lower nature to receive something of a higher nature. So with that being said, the reason why I sacrificed the food stamps, the reason why I sacrificed the DoorDash is because I'm aware of how to generate income outside of these things. I don't always want a DoorDash. I don't want to get food stamps. In fact, I survived a while without food stamps before. Without hungry, of course, but I still survived, right? You can go a little bit without food. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. Everyone doesn't want to live this way, and that's fine. But we cannot control the actions of other people. We can only understand where they're coming from. And because I'm involved with a community that is designed to help people grow their income and multiply the results, I don't really care about food stamps because I know what I can do for you that the government won't do for you. But it's about eliminating distraction. It's about getting ruthless with results. And it's also about getting straight to work. You got to get to work. Get to work. Why do you think I make these videos? Why do you think I am constantly talking to people, helping them change their mindsets? Because the Bible states, be ye transformed by the renewing of the mind. You can't expect change on the outside until you change what's going on inside. That's the whole argument. The truth is sovereign. This is why what I'm saying to you is vitally important. In fact, what I'm saying to you should be your first priority. If you don't know who you are, your first priority is to find out who you are. And if you're hanging around friends who don't have goals, your new goal should be to find new friends. Right? Because we are who we associate with. I am extremely Machiavellian when it comes down to my goals, meaning the ends justify the means. Now, I'm willing to do anything honest to earn money. I'm not here to manipulate or to scam or nothing like that. However, understand this. I am ruthless in respect to results. If you don't do exactly what I suggest until you discover I'm lying or I don't know what I'm talking about, then you shut the fuck up. And I'm just saying it how it is. You shut the fuck up and let me work. Let me cook, right? If you're not going to help me cook, then get the fuck out the kitchen. And that's how it is. We are not designed to work for someone else our whole lives. We are designed to have dominion over the earth and the creatures. And what this means is we're supposed to be leaders of influence. How are you influencing the people? By helping them change their minds. I don't care what you do with your time. But understand this. If you really want what you're asking for, you're going to have to make a sacrifice. Period. And you don't have a choice. You don't. Either you do it or you don't do it. And if you don't do it, you're fucked. Imagine, right? You're behind on rent. You can either make the money or don't. But guess what? If you don't, the Bible says it best. For him who has, he shall be given, and he shall be given abundance. But for him who does not have, even what he has shall be taken away. And because I understand how money works, it's why I don't stress. You can either sell something, you can borrow something, or you can work for it. People give me flack about borrowing money. People give me flack about selling my items. But guess what? If that's what I want to do, that's just what I want to do. And there's nothing wrong with that. Do I judge you? Let he who has not sinned cast the first stone. We're not here to judge. If you want to tell me no, it's okay to tell me no. But don't sit there and live a life that you don't really want to live. And then project onto me your insecurities, your fears, your anxieties, your doubts, and your worries. I don't want to hear all that. While I'm dreaming, I don't need no negativity. We can talk about the negative things after I'm done dreaming. But while I'm dreaming, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear all that. I don't. Right? And people tell me all the time, well, you come off this way, you come off that way, you come off as this. I'm going to be honest, I don't care. I am the byproduct of my environment. The world made me who I am. And I chose to exceed that. You see? I chose to go beyond. So I don't give a fuck what you think about me. I care more about how I think about myself than you think about me. And yes, that's a bit Machiavellian. Yes, you can say it's narcissistic. Yes, you can say it's psychopathic. The dark triad traits. But guess what? This is the secret. This is the secret. We all have a shadow side. And it is what it is. And that's why I'm holy. I'm holy because I'm aware of my shadow side. I made friends with my shadow side. That's why I don't have enemies on the outside world. Because when you defeat the enemy within, when there's no enemy within you, the enemy outside can't hurt you. I've made peace with myself. Both shadow and light. And this is why I understand that when you start a business or if you go to jail, that is when you'll find out who your real friends are. Take a risk. Because at the end of the day, you are all you got. I'm in business for myself, but I'm not in business by myself. Right? So with that being said, the same thing's with you. Because what I want for myself, I want for you. You're in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself. And we got to understand that we got to collaborate. We got to work together. And yes, there's nothing wrong with a little friendly competition, right? Like Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero. I'll whoop your ass in Sparking Zero. And if you whoop my ass, cool. It's all good. I'm gonna have to go back to the chalkboard, and I'm gonna have to do some strategies, right? And get better, right? Because at the end of the day, no one's perfect. No one is the absolute best, but you can become better. I love that word, better. You can get better. You can have, do, or be anything. But it starts with you, my friend. You are the one you're looking for because no one's coming to save you. You are the one you're looking for because no one's coming to save you. Get your ass up and go get a bag. And if you don't want to go out and get a bag, sell your items. And if you don't want to sell your items, borrow from a bank. Go get a loan. Leverage that money. Because guess what? Leverage is the secret. You don't have to use your money. OPM. Other people's money. What are you selling? What are you selling? Either you can buy then sell, or you can sell then buy. And if you can't do neither, like Leonardo DiCaprio said, God sells all things for the price of labor. God sells all things for the price of labor. Don't feel bad for doing what you're doing, especially when you know your heart is in the right place. People may not always agree with you, but understand this. As long as you know what you're doing, that's all that fucking matters. And not everyone's going to see what you're seeing. In fact, some people are going to have emotional reactions, intense emotional reactions to what you're doing. But you're the one who has to be the rock in the river. As the river's flowing, you're just... And yes, people want to say, you're so cold, right? You're so cold. Don't you care? No, I don't. I don't care about what you think or feel or say. I don't. But what I do care about is what I think or do or say. Why? Because what I think or do or say, I have authority over that. And I also am responsible for that. And am I aware that what I'm saying right now could possibly get me canceled? Of course. But do I give a fuck? No, I don't. I don't. And you shouldn't either. You shouldn't either. Right? Go for what you really want, man. Stop playing it safe. Did you know the average person tiptoes through life hoping they make it safely to death? You're going to die anyways. What are you afraid of? Living this super soft life. You're insane. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting the results. And stupid is knowing the truth, seeing the truth, and still choosing a lie. A lot of people are insane and stupid. I'm just being real. And sometimes I can be that. I'm 27 years old, broke, busted, and a stuff it, living at my mom's house right now because I had a disagreement with one of my significant other's parents, so I decided to get out of there. But I was dumb because I didn't save my money to get my home spot. So now I'm back at my mom's crib. So I'm not perfect. But what I'm saying is this, and guess what? I don't mind being honest. Look, I'm talking about my life. That's how you know this shit is real, right? I'm not perfect. Matter of fact, I'm going to reveal something even more to you. 3 years ago, I got genital herpes, type 2. HSV, type 2. I got to live with that for the rest of my life. So fellas, wrap that shit up, right? But even with that being said, I want this shit right here, nigga. This shit the real. I only admitted this to you because I don't give a fuck. But what I do give a fuck about is my family. In regards to when I get rich, oh my gosh, I'm doing everything I can for my family, but only for the ones who deserve it. Because if you don't deserve it, you ain't getting nothing. I'm gonna be real with you. You ain't getting shit from your boy. You don't want to call me. You don't want to text your boy. You don't want to see how your boy doing. When I was out there homeless and shit, back in Atlanta, Georgia, when I was homeless, sleeping on park benches, out there in the rain with my boy Jordan. Shout out to my boy Jordan, by the way. Right? Sleeping in his car because he allowed me to do it. Well, guess what? Fuck you too. And I don't give a fuck what you think. God damn, it feels good to be free. And if you kill me today, I know that I am doing what I love to fucking do. I don't give a fuck what you think about me. And I'm making this video exactly how I'm making my video because I just want you guys to get that energy. You got to get ruthless with results. I want what I want now. If I go to McDonald's, right, and I order a Big Mac, #1, with a high C, I'm not finna wait 30 minutes for a fucking burger. I'm not finna wait 2 hours for a burger. It's fast food. I want what I want within at least 5-10 minutes, man. If you take it too long, I'm gone. The same thing applies with your life. When you got somewhere to go, you don't waste time. And stop letting every dog who barks at you as you pass the fence, stop letting them distract you. You don't have to throw stones at every dog that barks at you. You don't. You don't. Just focus on Jesus, not the storm. Focus on your goal. You gotta be tunnel vision to your goal. Sometimes it's okay to be closed-minded in respects to achieving your goal. But even then, there's a balance between closed-mindedness and open-mindedness. Because you got to close your mind to the bullshit and open your mind to the love and the prosperity and to the abundance. Open your mind to God. Close your mind to the bullshit. And you got to accept yourself. They're not going to like me posting this. I don't care. Right? I don't care. I know what I can do for you. I can help you grow your money and help you multiply your money. Because I have a team behind me that is helping me do it. And they can help you do it. Oh my God, it's a scam. It's one of those things, it's a pyramid scheme. No, and I'll tell you why. Because we're not just focusing on recruiting. We can help you make money outside of recruiting. But the thing is, you cannot have a business without people. This is why recruiting is necessary. Why do you think your job recruits? Stupid? Yeah, I'm going there. When they say, if you guys refer someone to our business, if you guys refer someone to our company, to our factory, we'll throw $100 extra onto your check. That's an incentive to recruit. I'm not doing nothing no different than a job. No different. So with that being said, let's just dispel this bullshit, man. Because there's a difference between a pyramid scheme and an MLM. And when you're networking is not scamming. Networking is you marketing to your network of friends. It's just making connections and making new friends. That's all networking is. If you guys ever seen School of Hard Knocks, he's networking. If you're a fan of Gary Vaynerchuk, he's networking. If you're a fan of Bob Proctor, he networks. Your job networks. Jeff Bezos networks. Elon Musk networks. Donald Trump networks. Joe Biden network. They're all networking. How the fuck do you think they got to where they were? They networked. So stop pretending like this shit. Stop acting like this shit is inherently evil, because it's not. It's your intentions what makes it what it is. And understand this. Our confessions of the world is nothing but a reflection of what's going on in ourselves. Because your perception of me is nothing but a reflection of you. And my response to you is an awareness of myself. I'm on fire. I'm spitting them facts. I get it. This video was a little rough. But I'm going to be real with you. I don't give a fuck. I want to make what I want to make. And if you want to make your own kind of video, you do your own video. And let's collaborate. If you fuck with your boy. Right? With that being said, you guys, that's my video for the day. I know it was a bit rough. I know it's a bit raunchy. But again, I don't care. I want to make a video based on what I want to make a video on. Because I'm free, baby. And I'm only doing this to exercise my freedom. To exercise the freedom of speech. The Second Amendment. Right? I think. Someone correct me in the chats if I'm wrong. I don't know all the amendments. I ain't gonna lie to you. But all I do know is this. What I do know is this. I'm free, baby. I'm free to speak my mind. I can say whatever the hell I want to say. And guess what? Your vibe attracts your tribe. So if I get fired, good. That's good. Because God got something in store for me. If I end up homeless, good. Good. Because God got something in store for me. I've been homeless before. It ain't that bad. You just sleeping outside for a little bit. Yeah, you got to go through the harsh environments. But I ain't dead. I'm still alive and kicking, nigga. I'm still pushing it. And no motherfucker gonna stop me. With that being said, you guys, y'all have a phenomenal day. I love you. Peace.